To succeed, people often say you need to think outside the box. In sports, every now and then someone does just that and comes up with a crazy idea for an exhibition event that nobody else could have dreamt up. Here are some of the most iconic we've ever seen. I mean, what an image. This was the setting for the Battle of the Surfaces in 2007 between Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal. The court in Nadal's home of Mallorca reportedly took 19 days to build and cost £1.2 million. The players had to change their shoes every time they changed ends, and despite some dodgy bits of grass, they slugged out an epic three-setter, won by Nadal. But that's not even the most famous exhibition in tennis, because in 1973 we got the Battle of the Sexes, watched by 50 million people in the US alone. Billie Jean King's victory over Bobby Riggs was not only a landmark event for entertainment value, but also for its impact on the fight for gender equality in sports. I mean, the Battle of the Surfaces never got turned into a movie. Now, imagine a motor race that involved American Indy cars and European F1 cars. Well, that happened twice, back in 1957 and 58. The race of the two worlds took place at Monza and was nicknamed Monzanapolis. Despite legends like Sterling Moss, Phil Hill and Mike Hawthorne racing the F1 cars, the Americans won both years. Fans and the teams loved it, but it didn't make enough money, so got canned. For its cast list alone, though, the greatest exhibition might have to go to the Princess Diana Memorial match at Lord's. Mike Atherton captained a Marylebone Cricket Club side, with Sachin Tendulkar leading a rest of the world 11. Names like Wasim Akram, Sourav Ganguly, Andy Flower and Neil Kumble and Glenn McGrath turned out. The one-dayer, won by the rest of the world by 6 wickets, raised more than £1 million for the Princess of Wales Memorial Fund. Incredible all round.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening.
It's just who we are, mate.
Oh, God, just get on with it.
Has anyone seen Tottenham Hotspur? Can you hear me, Spurs? You must have won hell of a whooping, Jamie O'Hara, the Europa League champions. Eagle ball, eagle ball, eagle ball. Can you hear me, eagle ball? You must have won hell of a beating, Beyonce. Chicken. Thomas the Frank engine. You must have won hell of a whooping, the big cockerel. Skywalk, Beavertown Brewery, the SA signing. Has anyone seen the SA signing? Has anyone seen the SA signing? Morgan Gibbs White signing. Can you hear me, Morgan with Gibbs White signing? You almost have went hell of a meeting the Williams signing. Don't do me a favour. The referee's headset. Big Ange, AJ Tracy. Big Ange, AJ Tracy. The Seven Sisters Railway Line. Adele, Alan Sugar. Spider-Man, to dare is to do, to dare is to do. Can you hear me? To dare is to do. You almost have one hell of a meeting. To dare is to Tudor. Spurs, you almost have one hell of a whooping. Whooping. Is who we are, mate.
It's just who we are, mate.
Oh, dearie me, what a terrible day to be Jamie O'Hara, eh? Spurs battered yet again by Arsenal. Another weak performance. Richie Eze come back to haunt Spurs yet again. He only plays against us, don't play against anyone else. Man United, though, back to winning ways. Solid win against Everton tonight. It was live on talkSPORT. Could they finish third in the table? We'll get the former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher on in the show as well. But it's all about the North London derby. It's all about Man United. Get involved, Everton fans as well. 03 717 22 33 33.
Whooping.
And it's Richie Eze again in the North London derby, who comes back to haunt Tottenham.
It's just who we are, mate.
Goal at the North London derby.
and it's a massive goal for Victor Gyökeres.
Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3, Eberici Eze at the double.
What on earth is Dragusin doing there?
Whooping.
Doesn't matter what Victor Gyökeres ever does again because he's just got his second of the game. 2 for Gyökeres, and Arsenal lead 4-1 in stoppage time. Spurs are back.
Oh, dear me.
I mean, I knew it was going to be bad, but that's just like...
That was brutal.
Whooping.
Seriously,
Whooping.
it is...
Whooping.
All right. It doesn't help our tech up. He's an Arsenal fan as well.
Come on, his Gooner's top as
He's
well.
got a Gooner top on. Honestly, it's a joke. It's a joke. I'm sick of doing this show with you when Spurs get beat.
Well, mate, you get beat every week. It's not difficult, is it? Last 3 seasons, mate, you lot have been terrible. Absolutely. What to dare is to do. Again, every time I say that, to dare is to do. To dare is to eagle. To dare is to Judah. Eagle ball. What's happened to eagle ball? What was that?
He's had one game.
You liking a bit of eagle ball?
He's had one game.
Bring on eagle ball.
He's had one game.
Mate, eagle ball in the championship. That's what that'll be. Up against Lincoln.
Good team, Lincoln, mate.
We'll find out.
Good team.
You'll be finding out next season.
Oh, do me a favour. Honestly.
Hey, what about Eze again? Rocking up, pulling your pants down again, giving you a good old whooping. Slaps. Slaps. Slap, slap, slap. More slaps. 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 Everyone's getting slapped. Slap, slap, slap.
Are you done?
No, slaps.
Are you done?
More slaps. Whooping. Slaps.
Whooping.
Slaps. Whooping.
Whooping.
Slaps.
Whooping.
Right, seriously, right? You're going to get it in a minute, and the tech op's going to get it. All right,
Just
don't
who
care
we are.
about HR, mate. Any more from you, Gooner out there. Don't think I won't come out there. Seriously, what's going on here? We're meant to be a professional outfit.
Whooping.
Whooping.
This is ridiculous.
Slaps.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, you just get, mate, everyone just rocks up.
Do you want to talk about the game, or do you want to just be an idiot?
Spurs get battered everywhere they go. At home now, getting whooping and slaps.
So I have to take it on the chin, don't I? I have to take it on the chin.
Mate,
It was a bad day at the office. Shocking. Terrible. Nowhere near good enough again. Thought we might have had a chance. Thought we got...
your lot, your mob.
Don't, mate. Don't. I know
Just who we
like,
are,
you're just going to violate... As soon as I start actually talking about Tottenham, they're just going to violate me off.
No, they won't. I've not even got the violin handy.
It was terrible. It was awful. It was a terrible day at the office. Absolutely shocking. Players nowhere near it. Absolute charlatans of a football club right now. Right, let's see. See? I mean,
Luckily, I found it. Just right. I didn't see it.
just like, terrible. Arsenal were too good. I thought we might have rocked up. You know, new manager bounce, atmosphere rocking.
Eagle ball, mate.
A couple of dodgy performances from Arsenal. Thought go into the game with a bit of hope. Boy, was I wrong. Million miles away from it. We have fallen from grace. Even if we had grace, but we have fallen so far away from where we should be as a football club. Recruitment terrible.
Some falling to do, Jay.
Players got no fight.
A bit of falling
No
to do.
passion. No direction. No will to win. No will to fight. Not tracking runners. Easy to score against. No creativity. Just nothing. Nothing.
Other than that, you know what I mean? You've done all right.
Nothing, mate. Nothing. Like, honestly, we can sit here and we can talk about whatever, but honestly, that performance was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to actually watch Spurs play. I'm embarrassed to watch them.
Well,
I can't watch them anymore.
one
It's
Spurs
so
player
bad.
played well. Eze. What? Did he not sign in the end? What happened? Oh, I thought he was signing. Oh, I missed that. How did I miss that?
Shut up. Seriously,
Oh, no,
shut
I
up.
didn't realise I missed that. I thought Eze was a Spurs player. Well, sorry, he scored 2 goals.
How did you get on at the weekend?
Not as bad as you, son.
You drew with Burnley.
Mate,
Yeah,
that-
so pipe yourself down, mate. You drew with Burnley.
It wasn't great, I'll give you
Yeah, so you need to shut up as well. All right, we played against a very, very good Arsenal team, and I thought they might have been there, you know, maybe for the taking. Did I think we'd win the game? No, but I thought we might have been able to get a draw. Boy, was I wrong. Different leagues, mate.
Well, you will be next season.
They're in a different league. They are literally in a different league to us. We're just on another level.
well.
We're in disarray, by the way.
Well,
I know we can sit here and have a joke, but Spurs are actually in disarray.
yes, you are.
Like, we are in free fall.
Is it 2 victories since October?
We haven't won this year. We're the only team that haven't won this year.
What, in the whole country?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's only Macclesfield or someone. No, Macclesfield have beat more Premier League teams than Tottenham.
Oh, my gosh.
Honestly, we're disarray, mate. And seriously, I'm genuinely worried about going down because West Ham, all right, look, we watched them. They're not great, but they've got a bit of fight about them. Somerville, they've got some decent players in Bowen. Nottingham Forest battered Liverpool. All right, they didn't win, but they feel like they've got something about them. This Tottenham team, mate, have got absolutely nothing about them. Nothing.
It's just who we are.
There was just no fight, no passion, nothing. It was just we were waiting to get beat, not tracking runners. The first 20 minutes, mate. I don't know if you...
I did. I watched it. Yeah, I was
like the runners, like tracking runners, like the basics. When you're down in the dumps, when you're struggling for points and you're trying to fight to get a result, track runners, run back, keep the ball out your net. No, 20 minutes. Javi Simmons, runners running off him. Jed Spence running off him. Honestly, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to watch. It's like watching a kids team play against men. It's one of the worst. This is the worst Spurs team I've ever seen
last season
in the Premier League. This is the worst team I've ever seen.
Last year.
Yeah, I know, but they were terrible.
Next year, they might be the best Spurs side you've seen in the Championship.
This is the worst Spurs team I've ever seen in the Premier League. I've been asking Spurs fans, ones who are older than me, people who have been watching this club for a long time. They said it's the worst thing they've seen since the 70s. I mean, like, we are talking about a terrible football team right now. Terrible. And we have got to find something. We have got to find something to get some points. Because right now, I don't know where our points are coming from. I'm not convinced with this Igor Tudor. I know it's one. I know it's the first
You're not looking
game.
for a bit of Eagle ball.
But look, injuries are killing us.
Yeah.
Players playing out of position. Nothing, mate. Nothing.
But what about a bit of Eagle ball, though, mate? Give him time. Give him time to get a bit of Eagle ball steps.
Well, yeah, I'm going to give him time. I've got to give him time. He's got to the end of the season. He's got to find 4 wins from somewhere. Yeah. So he's got to try and dig out some results. I don't know where these results are coming from, but we got we had our pants felt, mate.
Well, look, Lincoln next season, mate. That's a bit of Eagle ball.
Oh, mate, shut up. Lincoln ain't even in Championship. You shut up about Lincoln.
What do you mean? No, but I'm just talking about a bit of Eagle. I'm trying to give you some hope here. Why having a pop at me? It's not my fault, is it? Don't have a pop at me, right? Bit of Eagle ball next season, not popping it about Lincoln.
Eagle's not going to be there next season, is he? So, what are you on about? Yeah?
Well, I'm just trying to give you some hope here. You're having to dig at me. It's not my fault. Don't start blaming me, right? It's not my fault if Eagle ball isn't quite worked after one game. But you never know, Jay. Next season, the Championship, Lincoln City rock up, bop Lincoln City off the park, bop, 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 3-0, bang, bosh, Eagle ball.
Hey! Can we talk about Man United?
Talk about Man United, if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you do.
Can we move on from this?
Do it, mate.
Yeah,
do it.
Take that off.
I've got to take the old clown stuff. I can't wear that when I'm talking Man United in a minute, can I?
I mean, look, we can talk about... We're going to do a bit of Arsenal in a bit, but there has been a game on tonight, all right?
Yeah.
You've had your fun.
Right.
There has been a game on.
Right.
All right, Spurs, we forget about that for now. Let's park it, all right? Because Man United have won tonight against Everton. Big result for them. Flying high. Could they finish third? They're a good team.
Of course they could finish third. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they just now put 3 points behind? Yeah, of course they could. Of course they could. Aston Villa still got European football. Man United have none. They haven't got to worry about that, have they? They haven't got no distraction. The only distraction they have is pretty much weekend to weekend and which days they can have off. That's the only thing he's got to worry about. I mean, I've got to say Carrick's done a brilliant job, but he's in the...
Get the job?
Well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, we'll have that
hold on. You were very...
No, I said... No, I don't think we should be talking... I don't think we should be talking about that now. I don't think that conversation should be
I'm not talking about now, but I'm talking about could he get the job? I think they're the best performing team in the country.
Yeah, and that what he's done remarkable. By the way, their keeper Lemons tonight, he was outrageously good. But Tom Maguire, back to prime Maguire. Like going back 4 years ago, beating that big slab head on everything.
Yeah,
I mean, they had a go, Everton, but the reality is, the truth is, they never really looked like they laid a glove on them properly.
Not really.
There was that one keen shot from distance second half where he pulls off a brilliant save. Other than that, they had them at arm's length.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They looked comfortable.
Great Man United tonight, but they
done
the job.
And the goal I heard talking about worth a £200 million goal from that pass from Cunha. You might not see a better pass
It was a great ball.
all season. It's just a brilliantly weighted pass onto
Expect that from
Mbeumo.
good players, though.
And you got Sesko striding out from the halfway line, showing Tarkowski a clean pair of heels.
He left Tarkowski dead.
Yeah, it was a long way, man. Half a pitch.
Yeah, I know.
He's opened his legs up.
He was gone. Good goal. Fair play to
Nice
him.
finish. Had to compose himself.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah,
Looking good.
well done, United. They're in pole position to finish inside the top four, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be fight out for the two bald men fighting out for a comb, Chelsea and Liverpool. Two sides that really at the minute don't look good enough to finish there, but one looks like they will. In all honesty,
Aston Villa need to be careful.
I think Villa will. Maybe you're right. But I think the top four as is now will be the top four as it ends. But then you don't know whether Villa are going to finish third or fourth. I don't know whether Chelsea are good enough and Liverpool are good enough to put some results together. Neither look great at the weekend. But Liverpool got the win.
All right, let's go to Reese. He's a Man United fan. All right, Reese.
All right, Reese.
All right, lads.
All right, matey.
Well, I believe that Man United could win the league this season.
Do you?
Yeah. Did you watch the match tonight?
Say again?
Did you watch the match tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we did. We've just been talking about it.
See the way they're stringing it about in midfield?
Yeah. Did you watch Arsenal at the weekend?
They were all right.
They're all right. They battered Tottenham. They're 13 points above you.
Yeah. Have you seen our fixture list?
What? No, you're more than welcome to say what you want, Reece.
You can't be serious, mate. No, sorry. You can't be serious about this call right now.
I think that Michael Carrick plays more exciting and better football than Alex Ferguson ever did.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You don't even remember Sir Alex Ferguson.
No, I did watch it growing up.
Right. Okay. Look, I get why you're getting excited, Reece. But come on, matey. Behave yourself. Being silly.
No, I think we can do it. And we'll give it a shot. Maybe 3 points off, but...
Look, I think if you finish third, that's a remarkable achievement from where we came in. And I think you're more than capable of doing that. I don't know whether you're going to be good enough... I mean, unless one of them has a drastic fall off from grace. Arsenal City, which I don't see. I can't see... They're not both... You're not going to catch both.
Well, Arsenal made it glass, so... You know what'll happen to them by the end of the season.
Yeah, but there's 13 points. That's a lot to catch up, Reece. I think you probably know you're being a bit silly, don't you? A little bit?
I think we can do it.
Think you can do it?
Well,
okay.
Well, you're living in cuckoo land. I'm going to go to Anthony, who's a Man United fan. Anthony.
All right, Ant.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Ant. I think you should get the job full time.
Here we go. Have you not learned, honestly? Why are you saying it now?
I just, I think the performances have got better, obviously.
Why do you need to phone up before the beginning of March and say this?
Because I just think it needs to be done, personally, and they need to stop faffing about and get somebody in who knows the job, because he's learnt from the best.
He's going to be here.
Goodbye.
Thank you. He's going to be... Is he gone?
He's gone.
But for anyone that thinks that, just process this. Carrick is going to be there come the end of the season.
Yeah.
Okay? There is nothing is going to change there. He's signed that contract. He's going to stay. He's loving his time there. The players are loving it. Fans are loving it. I don't think this conversation on the 3rd of February?
No, I don't think it's a conversation. Well, it's a conversation that you're going to have, but it's not a conversation that needs to be addressed. You know, you can have a look at it at the end of the season in terms of where they finish.
Yeah, and what we're seeing right now,
if it carries on the way he's performing, I think he should get the job. I think he's got a decent backroom staff.
Then we have that conversation.
He's a good manager. He's performing well. Players enjoying it. Why not? You know,
learn from the Ollie experiment.
I know you learn from that. I get that you can learn from that, but Michael Carrick ain't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, but no one thought Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Remember Rio's rant on the telly?
I know, yeah, but
everyone getting excited about it.
You can't make decisions based off past situations that have happened. Like Michael Carrick's his own man. He's got a good team around him. decent people, good coaches.
Who said that about
They've
Ollie?
got a good side. Like I was watching them tonight, and I was saying to you, I was like, when you look at this Man United team now, they're a good team.
They are a good team
and decent players.
They're absolutely right and all of that. But I don't know what United fans think, right? Because the conversation, you're right, will come up, but don't even think about making him your permanent manager anytime soon. Right now,
no, not yet.
I don't see the rush.
Would you, if they finished third, would you give him the job?
I think that conversation has to be held. Yeah, without doubt.
That's not the question.
Without doubt. Well, we'll see how they finish third. We'll see what happens.
No, I've asked. I just said to you, if they finish third, would you give him the job?
But you don't know how things are going to play. What other managers are available?
Just answer the question.
Well, I don't know.
How you don't know?
I don't know whether you're going to give them the job if they finish third. They might finish third. You know, they might lose the last 4 games, mightn't they?
And finish third.
Well, yeah. We don't know.
What are you on about?
They might lose the last 4 games, like Ollie did. Right? He had a terrible run. Once he signed that contract, he had a terrible end to the season. Things fell apart. Let's wait and see.
That's like...
No, it's the answer you're getting.
Well, it's just a cop-out
If you don't... No, it's not. Are you giving it him?
If he finishes third, yeah, I'd give him the job.
100%.
100%.
All right. What if they lose the last 4 games?
And finish third?
Yeah.
Well, that means they were fighting for the title.
They don't.
If they finish third and they've lost the last 4 games...
Yeah.
That means they're fighting for the title.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It does.
What are you on about, Jace?
It does not. They're 13 points behind.
Yeah, and they lose the last 4 games and finish third.
Yeah, third, but they could finish 10 points behind. They could finish 12 points, 13 points, 14 points behind, couldn't they?
Yeah, but if they finish third, that means they've lost 12 points in the last 4 games.
What if they finish 20 points behind second?
Oh, well, then that's different. But
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but, you know, they've had an unbelievable run if they finish third and they lose the last 4 games.
That's what I mean. All of a sudden, Villa could fall off a cliff. Chelsea could. Liverpool could.
Honestly,
no, look, if you don't like the answer, don't ask the question. I think that conversation needs to be a place because depends who comes available, right? Depends who comes available in that. We don't know what might happen. I'm just saying.
Let's go to Bob. He's a Man United fan. Bob.
All right, Bob.
All right, boys.
All right,
I normally come on here bashing United, and this is music to talkSPORT's ears.
What do you mean?
Right, Sesko, what a player. No one's talking about this. He's Ruud van Nistelrooy in the making. And I tell you what's going to happen. You know, like when Ronaldo come back to United and Cavani give the number 7 shirt back over, well, Mason Mount is going to hand-deliver that number 7 to Sesko. Now, I find it insulting that before I come on, there was a presenter saying a £200 million goal. If Manchester City scored a goal or Arsenal, money wouldn't be mentioned, so that's an insult.
No, I don't think it is. No. I think it's
fact.
No, I think it's a good point worth making because all 3 of those players were signed in the summer and they've all underperformed really. But that pass from Cunha into Mbeumo and into Sesko, that was a brilliantly executed and taken goal. I don't know where you're getting all touchy.
I don't know. Mbeumo's played great all season. Yeah. Sesko had a bit of a slow start, right? And now I'm seeing what can be made. The one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Ruud van Nistelrooy would have put that up to bed. Now, if...
Right, wait there because we've got to go to Jim Proudfoot. He is with Michael Carrick.
Yes, Manchester United manager Michael Carrick is with me. Michael, thank you very much for your time. It's a different type of win for you tonight.
Yeah, it feels good though. I have to say, I think I knew coming here was going to be tough, you know. And the boys had to dig deep tonight. There was a lot of work to be done. There was a lot of sacrifice, and so we can play a lot better than that. We know that we have done, and we will do. But sometimes you got to find a way. And I thought the defensive side. Crosses at times, balls in the box, corners. I thought we defended the box incredibly well, and then that's what we always feel we've got a chance in the game, you know. And it was the perfect counter attack really in the moment when we needed it, and just a really good result for us. The boys have put so much into the game. We're delighted with it.
It was a very well taken goal by Benjamin Sesko again, so he's really weighing in with some important goals for you. Is that giving you something different to think about, or is he in danger of finding himself cast in the role that he is at the moment?
No, but listen, Ben's in a really good place at the moment. You know, we love him to bits. I think he's the way he works every day, his attitude to it. He wants to improve, wants to learn. I think part of our duty as well is to help him keep taking steps in the right direction, you know. And I think we're so quick to to be quite extreme with players at times, and either so good or not so good. But I think managing that and keeping him on a good track and supporting him, and he'd be a big player, he'd be an important player here for a long time. I'm sure that he's got the attributes to do that, and he's a big part of that forward line. So he's certainly not here just to be a substitute, but recently he's made a huge impact for that, and credit to him, because we've obviously needed him.
You talked about the fact that it wasn't one of your best performances with the ball. What did you put that down to tonight? Was that down to Everton? Was that down to you guys not being quite at your level?
A bit of both. I think credit to Everton. I think they obviously come to make it difficult for us, and rightly so. That's we try to do the same to them, but probably our quality at times wasn't quite there. It's hard to be too critical of the boys, but I think we know the boys feel that. Even we said at half time, we can go up 2 or 3 levels, and we just couldn't quite find it at certain points, but at other times we did. So in the important part we did, and we made it count. And as I said, sometimes you've got to find a way, and it's not going to be perfect. And tonight, defending as we did, give us a chance. So 1-0 away from home here is a good result for us, and we're delighted with it.
And when clean sheets have been as hard to come by as they have historically over the last 12, 18 months, how important was it that you were able to win a game in that kind of manner, when in the last 20 minutes the 6-yard box was always heavily populated?
Yeah, that's just part of trying to make the steps of improvement, really, and trying to help the boys and create that foundation for us to move forward. And as I said, it won't be perfect. We've I don't know what is it, I don't even lost track of time now. Is it 6, 7, 8 weeks, whatever it is now by now? But so there's always going to be things for us to improve on. But to have the run of games and the results that we've had, obviously there's a lot that the boys are doing really well. And what encourages me is that we've still got big kind of big layers and a lot of layers of improvement to make. So it puts us in a good spot.
As you say, it's been a few weeks. In some ways it will have gone very quickly. In other ways it will feel as though you've been in the job forever. What do you think the best decision that you have made so far has been?
No, it's not about me. I think it's the players have been fantastic. The way they've applied themselves, the way they've invested in it, and more so tonight. I think when it's not quite coming easy, and it's not quite coming not quite coming easy, I guess, and you've got to find a way. So that's the spirit, hopefully, that we've built up, and the connection between each other, and the trust and that belief, and that in the end it comes out, and then that's what you get.
Michael, well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. 16 points.
Michael Carrick there with Jim Proudfoot. He's done a good job, to be fair.
It's unbelievable. I just said to you when we listened to that, what do you reckon Amarin's thinking? He's seeing all these results rolling in, and now he's seeing a clean sheet rock up. Yeah. Amarin must be sitting somewhere thinking, how did I do so badly?
Well, he needs to look at himself in the mirror, because his tactics, his formation, the way he spoke about things,
the way
his arrogance, his philosophy.
The players seem to love playing for Carrick. They seem to love playing.
Because he simplified it. Yeah. He's gone back to basics. 4-2-3-1. Decent players. You've got top players in that team. You
saw the goal. The goal. That's a thing of beauty.
Cunha and Buemo, Fernandes, Kobe Manu back in. Sesko up front, he's a good player. It's not rocket science. Fair play to Carrick. He's done a really good job. But Amarin must be sitting there thinking, I've made a fool of myself.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because this Man United team, this ain't a Man United team who are we're in a bad spot like Tottenham with bad players. These are good players. These are top players. Just getting coached wrong. So fair play to Carrick. He's done a really good job. I'm happy for him. And
he looks like he's going to win Manager of the Month, right?
Well, he deserves it.
First time he comes in at United, win Manager of the Month. Mind you, didn't Amarin win it?
No,
didn't he?
No,
didn't he win it at some stage this season?
Amarin?
Didn't he string a couple together?
No,
I'm
not having Amarin one.
No, you're probably right.
No chance. All right, keep your calls coming in. Man United fans, Everton fans want to hear from you. Obviously, the North London derby, Arsenal, Spurs fans. We're in disarray. Arsenal back to business. 03 717 22 3344.
I don't see too many games where they're going to win.
They're picking up points in those matches against teams around them.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to.
Well, I think the yardstick for the new manager, what you're seeing now is what Tottenham Hotspur really is. By the way, it's the real ownership. This is the real ownership. This is what Levy's been blamed for, and what Levy's taken the rap for, and what Levy's taken the consequence for. Is the real ownership of Tottenham Hotspur, the Lewis family. What you're seeing is the real ownership of Tottenham Hotspur. And if you want to change the culture of the football club, change the real ownership, because the real ownership is Lewis and his game. If you wanted to be successful in this league, and one of the comparisons that was probably a poor comparison with the Wenger situation, Wenger was never in a relegation battle, so he never had to worry about the reality of the fact he was prepared to acquiesce to the demands of the ownership that built a new stadium. Spurs are in a relegation battle, and the fact they bought nobody in January tells you where their ambition is. They bought, because that is a clear indication they needed some support, they needed a change of personnel in the dressing room, and they bought nobody. That tells you what the ownership model is and what it isn't. But when you look again at to answer your question about where Spurs get relegated, if they lose to Fulham and Palace, they are in real mortal danger.
Okay, well, look, it's going to be a massive couple of weeks in terms of Tottenham Hotspur and for West Ham United as well, whose next 5 fixtures include games against Manchester City, Aston Villa and Liverpool. And the one benefit, I suppose, that they have got, Tottenham, is that West Ham have only got 25 points and they've got 29. Nottingham Forest losing yesterday as well, despite the fact that it was quite a controversial last-minute winner for Liverpool, certainly did Tottenham a bit of a favour.
You're listening to the Sports One talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, reacting to yesterday's North London derby loss for Spurs. I want to hear from Spurs fans. Arsenal fans can come on and gloat as well. 03717 22 3344. We are taking calls, though. Big win for Man United tonight. It was live on talkSPORT. Let's go to Jamie. He's a Man United fan. All right, Jamie.
Right, Jimbo.
How you doing, lads? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, Jamie. All right. Decent performance again.
So, massive performance. I just want to give it a bit of a shout out to Michael Carrick, really. He faced so much criticism, especially from Martin Keown this morning. I couldn't believe what I heard this morning, where he was talking about Arsenal being ridiculed for bottling it. And we're talking about Man United all of a sudden, who are the most criticised club of, in the world. And United have turned up there to what I would just say, me and my good pal here, we're on the way back down the M62. We've just been to the Everton ground. I would say it's the most soulless ground I've ever been to in my entire life. Martin Keown, what on earth is he talking about?
But you have deserved criticism. I mean...
Yeah. Who? Arsenal or United?
Man United have deserved criticism over the last 18 months.
Absolutely. Of course. Well, for the last 10 years, of course we have. Absolutely. And that's kind of my point. That's kind of my point. It's like, we've turned up there, we've sat hammering, and we've turned up there, done a job on a cold, wet Monday night, and we have done the job on Everton.
Well, you got good players. You got good players, James. You got good players.
Yeah, we do have good players, absolutely. We've had good players for the last 10 years.
Flagging them off a few months ago.
Yeah. We've had good players for the last 10 years, and it hasn't worked for us. But now, since we changed the manager and we changed the system, it's all of a sudden working for us.
Yeah, where's Chelsea and Tottenham, boys? Hey!
Hold on a second. Have some respect for the Club World Champions, you. Have some respect.
That's me pal there. That's me pal. He thinks a bit funny. But anyway, what my point was is, one, we've done a job on Everton there, and it was a tough win. There was an awful game. It was an awful game.
It wasn't a great game.
The entire football was literally in the middle of the park, and nobody played it outside of that. United managed to get the win.
Jamie, here's a question for you. If you finish third, would you give Carrick the job?
Right now, yeah, definitely. Why not? I mean, the thing is, we've had it with Solskjaer. He went, 14, 15 games unbeaten. Yes, it didn't go his way after he got the permanent job. However, with Carrick, we sacked a manager there and we couldn't get a win out of him. We could not get a win out of him. With Carrick, if he comes in and manages to get us to finish third, my God, who the hell, even about a month or two ago, who the hell would have had United?
I think on that, there is a caveat to that, right? Is the fact that because you slumped out against Grimsby and Brighton in the 2 cups, and your season was so bad last year, you had no European football. He has literally, it's the perfect job for him. Because he comes in and he can play the strongest team pretty much every single game. Every game. He's not got to worry about rotation. He's not got to worry about travel like Newcastle have had to do, travel out to Baku. He hasn't got to worry about playing in the League Cup final in a couple of weeks. He hasn't got to worry about the FA Cup. All he's got is from game to game, Premier League to Premier League. And there's one midweek game I think he's got coming up in March. And if he carries on like this, he's going to make it very difficult for them not to give him it. But I think there is a caveat to it I think you need to be very mindful of.
I couldn't agree more, but don't forget, Amorim had literally the same squad.
Oh, no, of course. No, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's
fair. So Amorim had the same squad, and we couldn't string a win together if we tried. Yeah. Carrick's come in there. We've had Bruno playing almost as like a number 6. Kobe Mainoo couldn't get a sniff. No. And then the second, it's all United fans have literally been screaming out for play Bruno as he should be playing. Get Mainoo in the squad.
Yeah. All right, James, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to George. He's an Everton fan. All right, George?
All right, Georgie.
Hi, you're right.
All right, Georgie. How you feeling after that?
Disappointed. How we can go from how we've been going on the past few weeks to turning out like that today is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think you have to hand it to United, though, because there's many different ways to win a football match, right? And United showed today that they are capable of digging in. They're under the cosh for most of that second half, but you never really laid a glove on them. And you never really looked like that a goal was coming at any point, I didn't think. It maybe a set piece, but that can happen at any time. But, yeah, I think you've got to give credit to United the way they set up there. I thought their keeper was outrageously good.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had how many corners did we have that game? 5, 6.
Loads of corners.
We've put 3 into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, he was under some pressure.
Crowding the keeper for stuff like that, and then get hit on the counter. Michael Keane just stands there whilst he squares it.
Yeah, it's a bit naive, that counter attack, by the way. But the ball from Cunha, honestly, it might be the best ball you see all season because he's got. He puts it on a plate.
We've got one player left at the back.
Yeah, well, Tarkowski can't keep up with Sesko. He's opened him up and he's gone past him. He's run past him.
Yes, yeah.
So
Sesko shouldn't even be in the pitch, and Michael Keane just shuts it off.
Shuts off what? The pass from Cunha?
Yeah.
I think you're not giving the pass enough credit. I think he bends that ball away in between the pair, in between Mbeumo and Keane, and I just think it's. I mean, have another look at it, right? Because you've been at the game, right? You get one look at it. It's just it's exquisite. It's the sort of pass Paul Scholes would play.
Yeah, it's a great ball, yeah. George, but you're in a good position, though, right? I know you've lost a couple of games recently, but, 37 points, done a decent job this season. Outside chance of getting European football.
Well, yeah, but are we going to continue and push on and be able to secure that?
Well, I think, if you're going on the basis of what you've performed like this season, I would say, yeah, you got a chance. I wouldn't say Brentford are a better team than you. They're 7th.
Well, I'd say they are, the way that they play.
It's still incredibly tight. And once you dropped from Liverpool, right, in 6th.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It does feel as though there's a clutch of teams. You can go down as far as probably Sunderland.
Spurs?
My screen don't go down that far, mate. Sorry. I think you're probably going somewhere like Sunderland, Newcastle. I don't think you can put Palace in there. I'm not convinced that Palace are
Sunderland. No, Sunderland are gone.
Sunderland, well, yeah, they have a little bit, but Newcastle's records are. But I think you can go down as far as there that are chasing European places, and it might go.
They're chasing 7th.
7th or 8th, yeah.
Yeah, conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we get 5, it goes down to 8. Maybe. 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there might be another one lurking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's all to play for them, really, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. All right, get your calls in. Man United fans, we are going to do Spurs. I'm trying to avoid it, but there's no getting away from it. We've got Arsenal fans phoning up. So we're going to get them on 03 717 22 33 44.
Darren, good morning, mate. How are you?
Morning, Darren.
Good morning. Not bad, yourself?
Very well, thanks. Thanks for taking the time to call us. What did you think yesterday? What's your views?
Well, at the end of the day, it's a bit of karma for Tottenham, isn't it? Going off for the back of what they did last season, the fans-wise, the mentality. Oh, yeah, we'd rather lose a game so Arsenal don't win the league. So looks like they'll be in a relegation battle now, and it's come back to haunt them.
You must be pleased with a lot of the performances yesterday. Gyökeres, it's still a little bit of a doubt in people's minds because obviously they've spent a lot of money and he's had in different games at times, but he was brilliant yesterday. Best performance with an Arsenal shirt on, definitely.
At the end of the day, he holds up the play well. You know what I mean? He brings other players into action and all that. And Arsenal lately, well, they're a team scoring team. You know what I mean? End of the day, it's not an individual. They can score goals from anywhere, but yeah, it's going to have there's plenty of points to play for. We're up against Man City at the end of the day. And you know what the score is to them. It's going to be down to the last 2 games, 2 or 3 games. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a marathon in this league now. It's not a sprint.
Brilliant, Dan. Thanks for your call, pal. I'm going to move on. Thank you very much for taking the time to call us. We've got Paul. Paul's a Spurs fan. Maybe not just as happy this morning, Paul.
No, mate, I've got a disgrace really from our team. I wanted to phone up and talk about. No one seems to be talking about it. The foul by Kolo Muani on Gabriel yesterday.
Yes.
Shocking decision. Shocking decision.
You listen to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, North London Derby. Get your calls in 03 717 22 33 44. Igor Tudor, he won his last 5 first games at new clubs, but failed to do so against Arsenal yesterday. He spoke after the loss, was asked whether Spurs are in a relegation fight.
That's not the right question. No, the question, can we become really a team? That's the question, that's the goal. You know, about thinking relegation, that don't bring you nothing to anybody, you know. So that's the not goal, that's not the tema, you know. Tema is what we need to do to become serious team. Like was the team today, the opponent today. That's the goal of me, of the players, of the club, because we are not that in this moment.
It's just who we are, mate.
Yeah.
Eager chewed up. I don't know about eager chewed all. He got chewed up.
Let's go to Chris. He's a Spurs fan. Chris.
All right, Chris.
Oh, good evening, Jason. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of this team. Oh.
Yeah, Chris, it's bad. It's bad. I feel your pain, mate. We're terrible.
I'll tell you, I'm sick and tired of him doing his name on scene, you know what, and all that sort of stuff.
Well, there's one way to stop me doing it, isn't there? How about you win a match?
Yeah, yeah, the win, exactly, yeah. But no, honestly, look, listen, I don't actually think sacking Thomas Frank was the answer. I think, if you look at the games we've got, Fulham, we've got Palace, we've got Brentford, Brighton.
Come on, mate. We had to do something.
Yeah, but to me, give him to the end of the season and then do something.
I know, mate, but the performances and that were awful. The crowd was gone. The fans are gone, mate. He had to go. He was not. It
did feel like that it had run its course.
The trouble is, though, is that whoever they get in next, say if either Glasner goes to the club, right? How's he going to work with Enoch? Are they going to give him more funds to buy players? Are they going to push the boat out and get the wages higher?
We ain't got what, but that's not the issue right now. But that issue is an issue for the summer. The issue right now is we need to get enough points to stay in the league. It's as simple as that. And Igor Tudor can say, relegation, you don't want to talk about it like that, blah, blah, blah. We are in a relegation fight. It's as simple as that.
Oh, we are definitely, Jay.
So,
we are definitely,
forget Enoch, forget spending money and players and all that. Have that conversation once the season's done. Now, we've got to find a way of getting some wins.
Oh, we have, definitely. And the thing is, that there's no doubt as well, Thomas Frank wasn't helped as well with all the injuries we've got. I mean, our injury list is
the injuries
horrific.
are a joke. They are a joke.
The injuries are pathetic. There's 14 players out.
Yeah, they are a joke.
I mean, is Maddo came back yet? Is he coming back?
He's
Maddo?
on an ACL. I mean, he's not coming back. He ain't coming back.
Here's a question.
Apparently, we've got Danso and Porro are meant to be fit, hopefully, for the Fulham game. I mean, it ain't Kulusevski and Kudos, but, it's better than nothing.
Well,
Richarlison come off the bench, so look, we need to get some players back, and we got to find some results somehow. We're all over the place, mate. The formation that we played the other day and the way we set up, I mean, you got no chance against a top team like that. No chance. They didn't know what they were doing.
Well, it's grim, and I'll tell you what, honestly, now. Leeds many years ago, they proved that no club was too big to go down. And I'm just saying, those players should be very wary. Do not be complacent.
Yeah, but this is Chris. I don't know how you feel, but what the feeling I get from watching them players run around that pitch and the attitude that they've got to this relegation fight, they think they're too big to go down.
Are they going to be rats on a sinking ship, scurrying around trying to find the highest point?
Well,
is that going to be fine? Where are the rats?
Well, that's what I'm worried about because, when you've got players who think they're too good for a fight and too good to play in the Championship, well, you lose them. And then you've lost, and then they just think, hey, you know what? Ain't my problem.
I'm a rat.
If we go down, I'm off anyway.
Yeah, I'm a rat.
That's what I'm worried about. Have we got players in that dressing room who can rally the troops until the end of the season, and then at the end of the season you want to go?
There's one little rat.
Because what I'm watching, Chris, and especially what I watched at the weekend, mate, we ain't got players for a relegation fight. They ain't got to fight.
We haven't. Well, I mean, the thing is, look, apart from Van der Ven, maybe Porro when he gets fit. And
you say Van der Ven, right? And listen,
I'm a little rat.
I'm a massive fan of Van der Ven. He's probably the only decent player we've got. But did you see him with Tudor when he's asking him to squeeze up the pitch? He looked at him like, who are you?
Yeah. Well, the trouble is, unfortunately, Van der Ven is that he runs too much. That does his bloody, and that's why he gets so injured all the time.
He'll be off. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but
he won't be. He ain't playing in the Championship.
Well, no, he's definitely not playing in the Championship. But that's what I'm worried about. Players like him will definitely be sitting there thinking, "Well, I'm definitely not playing in the Championship."
He'll be one of the first rats to go, won't he? He's a big rat.
Well, wait.
What do you mean?
I don't like being called a rat.
No, I'm just saying.
I know, maybe you can't call them
rats. They're sinking ship. That's what rats do. They leave a sinking ship. Another little rat.
Well, yeah, but also the Titanic. They had some lifeboats there. Whereas, what lifeboats have we got?
Well, the only lifeboats we got are the fact that injuries need to come back quickly.
Yeah, that's what we got. Saturday lifeboat. Honestly, I'm saying now, honestly, we're not too big to go down. Basically, I mean, I think if we can get 3 wins out of these next 10 matches, I think we should be all right. But honestly, It really is touch and go.
Okay, where are you getting the wins from? This is a serious question. Right, you got Fulham on Sunday.
Beat Fulham, Fulham maybe. Brighton, they're not doing too well.
Oh, well, you're cruising. What are you worried about?
Palace can't be bothered.
Palace.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, look, Palace at home, right? You've got these are the next 2 home games, right? I mean, forget Fulham and Liverpool for the time being. You've got Palace at home and Forest at home. I mean, come on.
Well, if we don't win them, I think we're going down.
Well, we are, mate. We are. I'll tell you. Well, we've got Liverpool next month. That's not going to be easy either.
You got them sandwiched between the two. Yeah.
We ain't staying up. Look, listen, we ain't staying up if we're beating. Obviously, if we beat Liverpool, great. But that ain't going to be the one that defines our season. Right now, we're going to have to beat the teams around us. And the teams around us are the teams that we got coming up.
We are, mate. We are. We're going to beat the teams around us. There is no sugarcoating this.
No passion, though, Chris. I'm sure you watched the game. I was embarrassed. I was actually embarrassed.
Well, it was passionate at the start before kick-off.
That's a load of old guff, mate. A load of old guff, Announcer saying, come on.
He's trying to...
No, I know.
To be fair, you've had people
did you see the first 15 minutes of the game? We didn't get a kick. No one tracking runners, passing players on. It was embarrassing.
I've seen the stats, right?
But the thing is, though, actually, the thing is, actually, what we'll say is, it may even do us a power of good getting relegated.
Oh, mate, Chris, shut up.
Now, do you know what? I've seen some of the passing stats, the Spurs, and there was a period in that first half, in the first 7 or 8 minutes, didn't give the ball away. Passing amongst yourselves, you were, keeping it. Arsenal couldn't get near you, mate. Pass it. I was looking at it. And then I realised the technology had broken.
It's just who we are.
Ball well, though, Jay. Good passing sequence, moving, looking sharp, the boys. Moving up and down, screaming, wanted it, bring it down on their chest. Nice, clean strike. Didn't give the ball away.
That technology failure actually done us a favour because we were getting peppered.
Didn't give the ball away that period, mate.
We actually were getting peppered. That actually done us a favour. Oh, how much more have I got to do this?
Well, all season, mate. And then next season, by the sound of it, in the Championship. Mate, EFL Corner, good show on talkSPORT 2. Honestly.
Honestly, mate.
What?
You're not that far away from me.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
What EFL Corner? What do you mean? Don't listen to it. Good show, mate. They might get you on.
Mate, like, genuinely, though.
Yeah, put that on.
I'm sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of doing this.
What about the rats? Sink the ship.
Don't call them rats.
Where are the rats?
They're not rats.
Where are the rats? There they are. Off they run. Scut for their agent. Get me out of this club. Can't be in the Championship.
Honestly, mate, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you.
The old rats. Where are the old rats? Get the old rats out again.
I'm going.
Where are they? Get the rats.
You can go to break. I've had enough of this.
There's another rat leaving.
Michael Carrick, unbeaten so far. A trip to Merseyside. They've enjoyed a bit of a new lease of life under Michael Carrick, haven't they? Got 5 games unbeaten at the helm. The only team yet to be defeated in the Premier League this year. And no side has claimed more points in 2026 than Manchester United's 15. But they do go to Everton. And it hasn't been a great start at the Hill Dickinson yet. They haven't quite bed in there yet. Michael Carrick, though, has been speaking pre-match, and he's looking forward to the trip.
Going away to Everton, I know it's a new stadium, but historically it's always been tough. It's always been the atmosphere and the supporters that they create. I think it's always been one of the toughest ones that I've played away from home, so we're aware with that. And then trying to be our best way we can. I think we've we've got things to improve on, but we've got a good base and a good foundation moving forward. Good spirit. So we'll have to draw on pretty much all of that.
That was Michael Carrick speaking ahead of the game, and it'd be fascinating to see how they approach it, Martin, because it is traditionally a difficult place to go, but Manchester United always seem to do well away at Everton.
They do. It's a fixture that they like traditionally. Just interesting the job that Carrick's done since he's taken over. Mainu particularly has come in and just torn up that midfield, was deemed not good enough by the previous manager.
Well, they didn't have the ability to get an extra midfield player in because they were playing three at the back, did they? So he was sort of almost sacrificed for that.
Because of this obsession with playing in a way that players were never really going to take on board, and since he's changed it to a 4-3-3, they look like it's seamless. Everybody looks comfortable, and they've had some incredible results, no doubt about it.
Fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates? Well, this season you actually can, and not just there. You can do it at Anfield, Goodison Park, Stamford Bridge and Old Trafford too. But hold on, I hear you cry. Isn't drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games illegal? You're right, for the men's game it still is, but the Women's Super League is doing something different, and here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. From fan riots at the 1980 Scottish Cup final to the Heysel disaster years later, things were unsafe and the consequences were disastrous. Then in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed, especially since other sports don't face the same restrictions. If you're popping down to watch the Red Roses roar at Twickenham, feel free to grab a pint on the way to your seat. Wandering down to Lord's to catch some boundary bashing? Fill your boots with G&Ts. But if you were hoping to cheers your club's promotion to the Premier League with a Prosecco in hand from pitchside, sorry, it'll have to be tea or Bovril. In 2021, it looked like things might finally change. The government commissioned the Crouch Report, a fan-led review into football governance. One recommendation was to allow League Two and National League clubs to lift the alcohol ban to boost matchday revenue. But nothing came of it. Authorities still weren't convinced that fans could be trusted. And then in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL 2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. Now, the women's game is raising the bar, literally. Select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move, showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar. Just joining us, me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. We're going to take a look at Chelsea. They threw away a lead against
Chelsea.
Burnley at the weekend. They're garbage. Also the North London derby. Absolute shambles from Spurs. 03717223344. But first, there was a Premier League action tonight. Live on talkSPORT, Man United beat Everton 1-0. Let's hear from David Moyes now, who is with talkSPORT's Jim Proudfoot.
David, thanks for coming out to speak to us. A disappointing evening in terms of the result. Did the performance feel a step forward?
I don't know. We need a step forward. I think we've been doing really well. We've not been winning at home, but we could do with that. But I thought tonight's performance warranted more than a defeat. So Yeah, hard to take. But look, we beat Man United at Old Trafford 1-0. We mustn't forget that, when we had 10 men and had to hang on to it. And tonight they had a wee bit the same. They got the goal and had to hang on to it at the end.
Is the home form becoming a psychological problem, do you think, or is it just a succession of poor results? Are you concerned about it?
Maybe it is, but let's be fair. You know, we could say it about all teams. Lots of teams who've gone to new stadiums found it difficult. Yeah, maybe, but tonight it didn't show. Not certainly not from the crowd, certainly not from the players. It did in the first half because we didn't show enough we didn't show enough confidence and self-belief to go on. At the moments we broke quickly, we got away and we turned back and we didn't go and weren't positive. I thought we certainly were in the second half and made much more of a game in the second half.
And was that just a reminder of principles at half-time that got that change?
Oh, I think it was just them showing the confidence which I believe that they should be playing with. We didn't make many opportunities in the first half, but I thought we did in the second half, and I thought it was much better after half time. And look, we're probably going to be really disappointed the way we've lost the goal. Well, I am, but I was crediting the players because they're trying to score a goal as well. At the same time, we get done in the counter attack, but the players were trying to get. We had 4 in the box for a cross. The cross doesn't get far enough in. We're left wide open, so we conceded that goal.
Yeah, David Moyes there speaking after the game. Look, I thought they'd done all right, but they were a bit flat tonight.
Yeah, as I said at the top of the show, I think you have to give Manchester United credit. They won tonight's game in a different way. You know, they had to dig in. I thought defensively they dealt with pretty much everything. Everton huffed and puffed. They got to the edge of the box. They looked lively. I don't think Everton played badly. I just don't think they quite had the ability in the final third to really carve out a gilt-edged chance. Other than the shot from Keane, which was brilliantly saved, I think it's just one of those. You say, we had to go, and we weren't good enough. Man United were too good defensively. Harry Maguire, centrally defenders, the keeper, I thought they dealt with. They've done well. United done really well.
All right, let's go back to some calls. James, he's an Arsenal fan. He's phoned us up. All right, James.
All right, Jimbo.
How you doing, lads? You okay?
I'm all right, James. Yeah, you happy?
Listen, yeah, I'm very happy, mate. Listen, Jason, you'll get your time next week, so just step aside for a second. Jamie, I've waited a very, very long time for this. I think I tried calling in last November when it was coming up to Spurs versus Arsenal, and we had Chelsea straight after. A bit of like a repeat, I think, and definitely a repeat. Can I just say, though, we talk about Arsenal as a fan base being delusional and everything, just going back to that first caller of United, that Reece guy. I think the tides are turning a little bit now when it comes to fan bases. And talking of fan bases, Spurs, my God. Like, literally, Arsenal celebrating, and every Spurs fan that I see had their phone in their hand recording it.
When?
What do you mean?
At the game. There's pictures of Spurs fans with their phones in their hand recording Arsenal celebrating the goals.
How do you know they're a Spurs fan?
Well, because they've got Spurs scarves on.
Yeah, okay. I mean, there might be a gooner in there, might
they? Put it this way as well, right? Also, and I state, the Spurs PA announcers pre-match message.
Yeah.
Remind everyone what was said. It's a bit over the top.
Hell.
Yeah, it's a bit over.
We're calm and we're ready. The only thing you were ready for was a whooping.
Whooping.
A whooping.
Yeah.
A whooping.
Whooping.
A whooping. I'll tell you what, Jamie, you're looking a bit red round the cheeks there. I don't know if you've been on holiday and got a tan, but your arms don't say the same thing. You must be a bit embarrassed there, lad.
I was embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as a Spurs fan. I am. Absolutely embarrassed. Miles ahead of us. Miles ahead of us in every way.
The definition of Spurs is Spursy. Your fans go off and you talk the good talk, but you can't walk with it. And you're all before.
I don't know if there's many Spurs fans talking the talk at the minute, though. Do you? Like, really?
Well, did you not say it wasn't going to be easy for Arsenal?
Well, I thought we might have made it a bit more difficult than we did.
Nah.
You know, I was expecting more of a fight. I'll be honest.
Jimbo, let me ask you a question, right? Okay, you haven't won it yet, and Man City is still very much in the hunt.
Yeah, no, it is concerning. That is concerning. I think it's going to lead down to going to Etihad.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that might be the decider right there. The Carrick Cup has a massive role in it as well, I think.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's probably a chance that you're going to play Man City because I think they can get them in the Champions League after the next game. Right?
There will be a moment when that will happen.
So
if
they might
if they progress.
potentially.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do meet. I have to say though, even though City are making a fist of it and Arsenal have opened the door a little bit in the last couple of games before yesterday, I still can't see past Arsenal. I still can't. Defensively, they're just too good. They just seem the more complete team. And it's not to say City can't win it. I just don't think they will.
I'm still backing City, but look,
Is that more in hope than genuine?
No, I genuinely think Man City have just got a bit more about them. Look, Arsenal were good at the weekend, but we're playing against a terrible Tottenham side who are in disarray at the moment with 13 fit players to choose from. So, look, they're going to have tougher tests. Arsenal, you got Chelsea.
Hopefully next weekend, mate.
Well, that's
Club World Champions.
If they rock up and they put you to bed, then maybe they've found form again. But you can't get away from the fact they drew with Brentford and they drew with Wolves. So they have had some sticky performances, but look, they're a good team. They're a good side.
Up the Chelsea.
Let's go to Matt. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Matt?
Right, matey boy.
Hello, mate. Yeah. Fair enough.
Got to swallow it today, matey. It's one of them,
I know. Well, we've had to swallow it for a while now, haven't we? But at the end of the day, none of these players are sort of like, they say football's war without the bullets, and you wouldn't want any of them in the trenches, and none of them are stepping up.
No.
I mean, the only way I reckon you could get them to flipping actually pay attention would be hit them in the wallet. I mean, Van der Ven, I'd fine him 2 weeks' wages for the way he acted on that pitch. I'd probably fine the whole team a week's wages for the way they played, apart from maybe Morani. I mean, Vicario wasn't the worst player on the pitch. Normally, he's a nightmare. He makes Bobby Mims look like Pat Jennings. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
I mean, I was disappointed in Van der Ven. I don't look. Obviously, I've seen on the videos and the context can maybe get taken out. I don't really know the exact moment in the game what he was asking him, but Igor Tudor was obviously asking him to step up, and Van der Ven just kind of dismissed him, which didn't look great. I'll be honest. But
yeah, but he did the same. He did the same thing to Frank, didn't he? Thomas Frank. He was like dismissing Thomas Frank. Him and
the thing is, Van der Ven is too good for this team. Like, there's no getting away from it. He's way too good to be playing at this level of football.
But you need him.
We need him. That's the problem. Like, we need him right now. Like, I get it. I get it, Van der Ven. Like, you're playing in a team that you don't deserve to be in. Like, he's way better than this. But and right now, he has to swallow it. He has to swallow it, and he has to be a leader, and he has to deal with it. Like, all of them have to. And this is the problem. There's some good players in this team, but they don't want to swallow the fact that they're in the fight that they're in, and they think they're too good for it. And they need to look at themselves in the mirror and say, I don't want to be here. This is the problem I'm in. I'm better than this. But right now, I've got to deal with this. I've got to deal with what I'm in. Because they are. They're in it.
How good, as a player, would you not want a bit of pride in yourself when you say, right, I'm going to stick it in now, I'm going to put a performance in, I'm going to do my job?
Well, that should.
Do you know what I mean?
That should be a given. But look, I get it. But look, I get. But what I would say as well, Matt, lack of belief, confidence, lack of direction and coaching, and when the club's in disarray, you get disillusioned. There's so many factors at Tottenham right now where the players they're just not in it. They're just not there.
I mean, whoever the fitness trainer is and the medical lot need looking at as well. I mean, they need, I don't know whether they need like a blinking yoga instructor or something.
Something needs to
Something ain't right. I don't know. But listen, I don't...
Whether or not they're running them too hard, I don't know.
I just don't see, I don't know. I'm not at the training ground. I don't know. But I cannot believe...
They've got all the facilities there. They've got top-line facilities.
I know, but this medical team, they can't be idiots, can they? I mean, like, we're talking about...
but something
about professionals at the highest level.
You had this under Ange as well, right?
Had it for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't blame Ange for this.
No, you can't blame Thomas Frank. You can't blame, there's something not quite right there. And there's probably too many medical things taking a nice cushy paycheck, and they're just doing their little... off the whatever it is they've gone to school to do, and they have not really done anything sort of... I mean, you get like an army drill instructor in there to train them up and physically drill them up properly.
They'll be under scrutiny.
I don't think that's going to work.
They'll be under scrutiny behind the scenes because you need your best players back. You need to get some of those players back before the end of the season. They'll be under real scrutiny.
Yeah, they are. No, if they're not fit, they're not fit.
No, of course.
Right,
But I'm saying, behind there, that strength and conditioning, fitness, and the medical team. Now, it's not the medical team problem they get fit. Sorry, they get injured. then they've got to try and get them back fit and do it as quickly as you possibly can. You don't force players back that are injured, of course you don't. But anyone behind the scenes that's in that department of Spurs...
Listen, I know everyone... I don't like using the excuse of injuries because, everyone has injuries. I get that. But this is actually ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous. No, it is. Yeah, the list is incredible.
14 players out. And, all of that, really, the best players are injured.
The better team, probably, you'd rather the injured team that played yesterday than the one you had.
Oh, 100%. It's a no-brainer. And, that's a massive problem. Massive problem. Yeah. I don't know how it's got so bad. I really don't know. And, I don't know when the players are back fit. I'd like to know when, I'd like to know this with this medical team, what the date is of when some of these players are going to return. Maddison's out. We know that. Odobert, he's out. Kulusevski, I don't know what has happened to him. When's Kudas back? When's Bentancur back?
Yeah.
Do you know? Where are these players? Where are these players? Porro. Where are these players? Doggy, what's happened to him? It's just like everyone just disappears. I don't know whether it's... Do you have players who are there who don't really fancy it and, that hamstring becomes a little bit stiffer when you come back? And you go, do I really want to be a part of this? You go, maybe I don't want to rush back. Maybe I'll give it another couple of weeks. See where,
See where we're on the table.
See where we are on the table. Well, I'm just putting it out there. I don't know. Are these players desperate to get back for this team? Are they desperate to get themselves back and fight for this team?
What you don't want, though, what you don't want, Joe, you don't want a player coming back and then putting him back another 3 weeks, because then this season will probably be over. That's what you don't want.
It will get to that point, though.
Well...
It will get to that point. Right. There will be... Listen, we both play football, Jason, and sometimes a manager will turn around to you and say, listen, mate, I need you.
Yeah.
I need you.
Well, that's the medical team now. They'll have to have a conversation. Vigal ball, mate. He needs them.
Does need them. Yeah. Because in disarray. All right, keep your calls coming in. Spurs fans, after that horror show yesterday, 03 717 22 3344. Let's talk about Oliver Glasner. Yesterday, the Palace fans who are putting up with a bit of a poor run of form, just 2 wins in 16. Their patience seems to be wearing thin. Sacked in the morning. Chance came when I was in Mostar with them on Thursday night. They were not happy with Oliver Glasner yesterday. They held up a banner claiming that he is finished at the weekend. This is what he said during the week. He said, they can say and sing whatever they want. I know what I am doing. I would say the most important thing is stay humble. I think it's the same for the fans. Stay humble. Never forget where you're coming from. I think a few who are so critical in this situation are not humble anymore. Forget where you are coming from, and usually in life you are punished for this. Has a manager ever been as blatant about wanting to get sacked and leave the club with a payoff as Oliver Glasner? And
Is that what you think he's doing?
Yeah. Do you not?
No, I think...
Just being honest.
I think he's got a view. I think he's made his decision that he wanted to leave. There's lots of reasons why he wants to leave, and some of them are justified. The manner in which he's done it, I think, is poor. The manner in which he's communicated is poor. And now what he's doing is pushing back because it's coincided with the perfect storm of A, saying he wanted to leave, and B, the team's form dropping off a cliff. And the Palace fans, like all football fans, have very short memories. And so they're now, here and now. Doesn't matter what happened a year ago. It doesn't matter.
Do you not think the fans have been disrespected?
What, because he wants to leave?
Well, because of the fact that he threw Parish under the bus just before a game.
listening to the Sports Bar talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. Going to be joined by former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher to go over the Howlers again this weekend. If you haven't heard this, though, me and Tony Cascarino had it out on the weekend breakfast show ahead of the North London derby.
I just feel that this is a game that I could see Arsenal going there and actually being quite comfortable.
Jamie, listen, you're back on it.
Yeah, I do. We'll see, Jamie. I'll be listening to you on Monday. When you're on next?
He's back on tonight. He's on tonight.
I'm on tonight. No, I want to talk after the game. I will speak Monday night when you're on with Jason. And
You can phone me up Monday night, Cass, and let me tell you, they are not going to be comfortable. They are not going to be comfortable.
No, you might. Okay, maybe it was
what
the wrong word.
What do you think this
is? They'll beat you. They will beat you with ease. I'll give you.
They might beat us, but it ain't going to be comfortable.
Jeez. Jay.
I did not expect it to be that comfortable. Like, genuinely, I didn't. Like, when you think about it, building up to that game, 2 poor results for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Spurs' new manager, atmosphere rocking.
Eagle Ball. Didn't know Eagle Ball was going to deliver, though, Jay.
I just felt like we would have had a bit more about it. I thought there was something there for us. Cass was right. He was right. And, they're just on a different planet to us right now. And I just thought maybe the occasion, the North London derby, a bit of fight, a bit of passion. I've played against Arsenal sides a couple of times where they're better than you, but you show a bit of heart and a bit of fight, and something happens in a game and you go and win. I mean, we just never look like winning. And we talk about the Moani where, is it a goal? Is it a push on Gabriel? We talked about it. Could it be that makes it 2-2? But really and truthfully, I said to you, even if it was 2-2, we still lose it.
No, I agree with that.
We still lose again.
No, you're right.
Because Arsenal
were another gear.
Arsenal were all over us second half. They just peppered us. Yeah. So they was never losing that game. And we just were there for the taking. So, I got to back my team. I got to back my team. But they let me down. Like they've let us down all season. Simple as that. Let's go to Joe. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Joe boy.
All right, Joe. How you feeling?
Firstly, Jamie, fair play to you for putting up with this this clown next to you.
Shocking.
Well, don't blame me. It's not my fault.
Well, yeah, it is. But Jamie, I'm feeling a little bit positive. I think you've got to give this guy a bit of chance. He's been there. He had a week to set this team up. Yeah. I don't think with the players they are at the moment. I think they need a bit more time. I think I can see us get a draw against Fulham. I feel we'll get a result against there, and then probably after that, I feel we get the points to just about stay up.
Well, we need 3 wins, mate. 3 wins and a draw and be fine. I can't see West Ham getting to
no,
39 points. I just can't see it. I mean, I don't know where the points are coming from, Joe. I'll be honest.
Well, the game against Fulham on Sunday, they get bigger. It feels.
Oh yeah, the more you don't win,
more and more important. And another London derby.
I don't know how he approaches the game though, Jace. This is Joe. Like, what this Igor Tudor, what the formation he played.
We knew the formation. I spoke to you the other week about this. I spoke to you about the formation he was going to play, and no matter what, if we haven't got any fit centre backs or not, he's still going to play the way he wants to play.
What is that?
And that's the way it is with some managers. They're going to play it the way they are. Like it or lump it, you've got to do it.
So he's going to play a 5 at the back or 3 at the back, whatever you want to dress it up.
Yeah, if he wants to do that, do that. But I can see us, like I say, we'll get a draw against Fulham. We'll probably end up. I think we'll get a result against Palace. Unfortunately, we'll get beat by Liverpool, and I think we'll beat Forest, and then we'll probably get a draw against.
By the way, Forest yesterday. I see them yesterday. They were excellent yesterday. Forest.
No, but they lost.
But they were good, mate. They were really good. That's a team that knew what they were doing.
Well, yeah, it's a team that have got a bit of fight about them. It's a team that have got something about them. This is what the problem we got, Joe, is I don't know what this team can produce. I don't know what this team can produce.
Yet, do we?
You can't be playing Jed Spence as a left wing back. I'm sorry, he's not a left wing back. He ain't a left wing back.
Well, where was he going to play in that team? Because you knew the way. We knew the way.
What about who's this Sousa kid that we brought from Brazil? Left winger, left back.
He's too young to be put. Do you know what? I'd love to say, yeah, go for it.
No, but it can't be any worse, can it? Do you know, like, I get you got to protect players, and but if you brought, I'd rather a proper left back playing left back than a makeshift fullback that you put in there, playing as a left wing. Jed Spence ain't a left wing, but he got no left foot.
Mind you, I've seen him play left back and left wing back. He's got in the England squad for doing it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not convinced. Yeah, but that's left back. Playing him left wing back. Like, come on, it's...
Jamie, when you go on about Hart, you went on about Hart earlier on, and the players from when you were playing back then is different to now. They don't care about what we're feeling. It's just at the end of the day, look, they're going on that field. None of them have got the heart like you did back in the day when, you just put on that shirt. And
I disagree with that, mate, because there's plenty of footballers out there who have got heart and passion.
Well, there is, but I don't feel that we've got them in our squad at the moment.
Well, no.
I feel we need to give them back.
No, I agree. I agree there's a lack of fight. I agree there's a lack of desire, but surely these players have got some pride.
I think yesterday you're up against the best side in the country.
Yeah, we're out of a depth. We're out of a depth.
Right, and it does feel a little unfair to compare this Spurs team going forward what they're going to be like, because Arsenal do that to a lot of teams, mate. They ain't lost. How many games they lost all season? I mean, they've only lost 3 all season, mate. I know they've drawn a couple, but I think we'll know more Fulham away.
Yeah.
That's where we'll have a real good look at his team and see if there is fight, desire, belief.
Yeah.
They'll have a look at that.
No, I agree. I think we're out of our depth, Joe. Simple as that. Can't get away from it.
Jamie, I did say to you weeks ago, and you said I was in the wrong. I said 2 weeks ago about this whole the situation, and sort of like you basically laughed at me about the whole situation. I said, look, we're in trouble, and you just certain players just weren't up to their game, and you said to me that that I was wrong, blah blah blah, and now look at the situation. We're in a situation now where something needs to change. I do honestly think, I do believe this formation will work, but we've got to bear with it. I think, we've got Romero coming back.
No win in 2026.
Yeah, it's quite embarrassing.
That's worrying.
I think our last win was October, wasn't it? I think, or something near there.
I think you've won 2 games since October. Yep.
It is what it is, unfortunately. But look, I still think we're getting up towards the end of the season. We're going to get 17 points. We play you towards the end of the season, so hopefully we beat you lot, and that'll make me even happier.
Don't be silly.
All right, don't see that happening.
Don't be silly.
Right, let's go to Ashley, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Ash?
All right, Ash.
Hello, guys. How we doing? All right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, very happy. Arsenal fan, I'm sure.
Well, very, very happy. Very happy. Listen, it's only another 3 points at the end of the day. We've got harder tests to come as far as this league goes. But I can't stick the knife in a little bit, Jamie. I was hearing Cascarino and you back in it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go too harsh, to be fair. I can't do it, Joe. Well,
you got to back your team, haven't you, Ash? You got to back your team, right?
Go in, Ash.
No,
Ash, go in, Ash, mate.
Well, at the end of the day,
No, go in, Ash. Go in, Ash.
I've pulled up before and done all that. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm past all that stage. I mean, Jamie, to be fair, he's come on tonight and he's just completely been totally honest about the whole situation. I mean, this for me has got to be the worst Spurs team I've seen in 42 years.
Yeah.
Let him off. Don't let him.
Listen, I've been asking people who are a lot older than me, watching Spurs over the years. This is the worst Spurs team I've ever seen in the Premier League. But people are saying it's the worst team they've seen since the 70s.
Well, I mean, I'm talking players like, and this is no disrespect, these are professional footballers, but like the Dean Austin days, Fair. Do you know what I mean? Them sort, Justin Edinburgh.
Cundy played centre half in that team.
I mean, Cundy, I'm sorry, mate, you were part of the team.
But weren't fighting relegation, I know that.
Which is worse, you didn't fight relegation like this.
We weren't that bad.
Or Tudor, the guy that used to play for Croatia, you should be going after someone like Harry Redknapp. Your ball ain't got a clue. They don't want to stay built up, mate. I'm sorry, it's going on down there.
Yeah, no, I agree. There is something seriously wrong with this club, just in general, the whole club, everything about it. I go back, Ash, 5 years ago, when really and truthfully, Spurs and Arsenal were in a similar situation, right? Trying to get back to the levels that, they've seen in the past, Champions League football, all that. And we really were performing better than you. You brought in Arteta, you had a plan, you stuck to it, you had some tough moments, but you built a squad and you built a team and you had a vision of where you wanted to take this team. Spurs have just gone the other way. Poor recruitment, no vision, no kind of direction of where the club wants to go, just clutching at straws, sacking managers left, right and centre, and found yourselves, and now this is what it's come to. The end of this is a 5-year sort of plan of nothing. And that's the difference. What Arsenal are now to what we are is based on the decisions that the clubs have made.
Well, something's got to change, mate, because, all this talk about we do this, we do that. Let me tell you, on Sunday at 2 o'clock in Craven Cottage, that's where the talking stops. And you've got to pull out a result. You can't go there and get beat, Jay. Cannot go there and get beat. Even a point. Go there and get a point. Do not get beat.
I'm not convinced.
That's the point I'm making, is that how sure am I that saying that you've got to go there and not get beat? If you concede the first goal, who knows how that team.
I'd just like to see, even if it's players who are not regularly playing, I want to see players playing their right positions. If you're going to play a 4-2-3 on, you're going to play a 5 at the back. Play players in the right position. Even if it's a player that don't play. This Salzo, he's a left back. Put him in, play him left back. Just play players in the right position. They know their jobs. We were all over the place. Players didn't know what they were doing. Didn't know where they were running. No one had a clue. You're playing against one of the best teams in the country, or the best team in the country, best teams in Europe. You just get absolutely, you just miles off it. Right, we're going to talk about some of the decisions, though, in that game. Dermot Gallagher, he's coming up next.
Nicky O'Reilly's brace kept City in the title hunt with a 2-1 victory over Newcastle. Chelsea dropped points at home to Burnley. Excuse me. Liverpool strengthened their push for Champions League football thanks to a late controversial winner from Alexis McAllister. That was an interesting game. I thought when I only watched the highlights, I thought Forest actually played well.
Brilliant, yeah.
But there's only one place we can start, as Arsenal made a title statement again in the North London derby, defeating Spurs 4-1. Incidentally, had 3-1 in McCutton to restore their 5-point lead at the top of the table. Eze was Tottenham's tormentor again. He now has 7 goals in his last 4 games against Spurs since last May. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta said he stepped up another level last night.
He scored 5 goals in the last 2 games against them, which is extremely difficult to do. But I could see that he wanted to prove something. He was upset, even with me, because I didn't play him the other day from the beginning and some of the decisions that I made. And I started to understand how we're going to get the best out of him now.
Okay, Joker has also grabbed a brace. Arteta said it was his best game in a Gunners shirt since his summer arrival in Sporting Lisbon. I think that's a fair comment as well.
Absolutely. I think his movement was much better.
Yeah.
He was involved in more. He looked more of a threat in front of goal. The positions he took up were so much better. If you look at his last goal, just running down that sort of channel, and he can cut inside and go for that far corner. I thought the first one was a great goal as well.
I loved his first one, mate.
Really good goal.
I loved his first one.
Good ball into him. Yeah. Good first touch.
First touch made it for him.
Yeah.
And then he could whip it with that bit of pace, pace and power to beat the goalkeepers.
listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. We'll continue to take your calls on the North London Derby. 03 717 22 3344. But first, time to take a look back at this weekend's action with talkSPORT Bet.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Dermot O'Query!
Evening, Derm.
Evening, Derm.
Evening, Jace. Evening, Jamie. How are you both?
Charlatans. Only 4 pages tonight, Derm. Only 4 pages to get through. Shambles from you lot again at the weekend. What's the matter with you?
Just like to keep you happy, Jamie.
Oh, mate, honestly, help us out, mate. Help us out. We need all the help we can get, right? And you lot, Arsenal, Spurs, not doing us any favours. Moani could have had hat-trick.
Hat-trick.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start in North London?
Well, yeah, let's start with the North London derby, Derm. Look, the obvious one is the push on Gabriel from Moani. It's soft, mate. Come on, that's so soft.
The thing is, it's given on field, isn't it? Once the referee gives it, Jamie, we know full well, he'll relay to the VAR. I've seen him put his hands on his back and push him. It's only a little push, but once you see it, the VAR's got to say, well, it did occur, so he's never going to overturn him.
Do you think it's the right decision on field?
I think the more you look at it, the more you think, is it enough? And that I use that phrase because when you see penalties not given, that's what we say, that there's not enough there. It's interesting that they likened it to the Etatike one earlier in the season when he scored. I think, was it against?
Yeah, they're totally different. They're two totally different.
They are totally
people
different.
like to try two totally
yeah, they try
different
to liken
scenarios.
it, but the difference with Etatike, he's up very early.
Yeah, no,
isn't he?
it's a good header. It's a. No, to be honest with you, I thought both goals should have stood. Personally, it's not enough, and it's good play from Gabriel. I'm not criticising him.
It's not good play.
Oh, it is.
No, it's cheating.
It's not cheating, is it?
Well, he's dived.
Well, he's made the most of it.
He's dived.
Made the most of it.
We dived.
But he knows.
Come on,
he knows he's in trouble. He knows that because it's the deflection, and that's where the ball has looped up and it's come into the box in an unnatural angle because he's not expecting he's expecting a flat cross, and because it takes the deflection. And for me, I think Moani's been, he's given the referee a decision to make. I think it's soft. I don't think it's a foul, but I can see why the referee's given it. I don't think it's a howler of a decision. I think it's wrong, but I don't think it's one of those you go, how's he come to that? Because he has got both arms in his back, but there is no way on this earth that reaction warranted those two arms on the back. But, it's the modern day, Arsenal good at it. Arsenal's the best of the business at the housery.
I think also, Jace, you make a lot of interesting points there and very good points in so much as it isn't a howler, so the VAR's never going to get involved. You look at it, he does give the referee a decision to make, and I think that's a very, very key point.
Yeah.
And once you give the referee a decition to make, if he makes a decision you don't like, it's just unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with it. It's a modern day football foul. Personally, I don't think there's enough in it. I think you can have two arms on someone's back. I mean, I don't know whether you saw the game tonight, right, Derm? Right? And Everton and Man United, they're all left it. But as that corner's come in, right? You think of the push in there. You couldn't mark like that on a corner. Gabriel doesn't go down like that. He stands his ground. He's fighting and scrapping and, makes himself big and strong.
It was amazing tonight, Jace, because I thought at times players were trying to step on the same blade of grass.
Yeah, they were. It was chaos in there, mate. I don't know. Do you think, Derm, the way that the corners have gone now, do you think there may well be a world in which the laws are changed about how many players, attacking players, can be in the 6-yard box at any given time?
We did this on Sky last year. We did the Game of the Future, as it was called. And you could only have three outfield players
in the 6-yard box
side in the box until it arrived
in the 6-yard box.
Well, actually, in the penalty area. And it caused chaos, Jace, because the first thing it did, believe it or not, it made me alter the position I stand at corners because I've got to be stood watching when this ball comes in, who was in the box, who wasn't. So it's very, very hard to police. But when you saw tonight,
I don't mind that idea, by the way.
Well, I just wonder when I watched it tonight, thinking you might have to, because it's chaos. There are grabbing, and I don't know how you see all the action that's going on there because it's impossible. Players are obstructing one another. Shirts will be being held down near the shorts. You won't be able to see that. It just looked to me like I would suggest have three attacking players inside the 6-yard box will be my starting point.
Well, that's what they actually did in this match. We played for Sky last year.
I didn't know that.
We actually played with three outfield players in for that reason, to see how different it was.
Yeah, okay.
But when you look at it tonight, you feel for the referee.
Of course you do, mate. And
he hasn't got a cat.
And the guy, I thought Lemon's done coped so well. He has got.
I have to say, he's a really interesting goalkeeper because he catches the ball
and punches, gets distance as well.
He does. When he punches the ball, he gets distance. But he also gets on with the game, Jace. Yeah. He doesn't stand there berating people and blaming them.
Derm, I've got to ask you as well, in the Spurs game, obviously at the start of the game, got delayed for like 5-6 minutes. What was all that about?
Well, this is the thing with they had interference, didn't they, from some frequency that was altering the...
Well, they're getting talkSPORT, were they? They couldn't even get in talkSPORT, were they? Isn't it?
No, I think they got ordered a pizza, but no, it was really, really unfortunate because if you watch the game as both you did, it was the most amazing start, wasn't it? The first 5 minutes.
It actually done Spurs a favour.
Oh, Jamie, without doubt, my friend.
Done us a favour because we were getting peppered.
Suddenly, Arsenal's whole start was stifled through no fault of their own.
Yeah. But it's not good enough, though, is it, Dome? I mean, we're talking about technology at the highest level. Like, come on.
Well, you've certainly got to ask questions, and I can imagine the PGMO were asking serious questions this morning.
What is that down to? Is that down to, what is it, like internet? I mean, what is it?
I really don't know. I'm not a technician, but the technology is provided by Hawkeye.
Right.
Now, it failed at the start of the first half, 5 minutes in, and it was a long, long time, wasn't it? It got so long, I felt for Peter Banks.
Can I ask you a question, Derm? Right?
Of course.
And I was listening to Gary Neville, and I watched Refrock this morning, and Gary was kind of echoing what most people felt. It was going on, it's ridiculous. Is there any protocol about how long you can go on for an exaggerated point of proof point, right?
Yeah.
If half an hour later this still isn't sorted, right? You're going to go back for 5 minutes. Is there any point you go, right, with 15 minutes we've been doing this now, we can't sort it, let's just play without? Or is it literally ad hoc, as it comes along, we'll deal with the situation as we find it in front of us?
Yes, definitely the latter, because one of the problems with putting time limits on everything, as you know, Jace, I remember the famous game, Uriah Rennie's first game, the lights went off Derby and Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll give you 30 minutes. If they're not back on, I'm going to abandon the game. Well, the lights come on after 32 minutes.
Right.
Wimbledon were 3-0 down. They were never going to come back, were they? All our players.
No, I just wonder if, half an hour in and there's no football, do you wait 40, an hour?
Well, I think what would happen then, common sense must prevail.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the common sense there?
Well, the Premier League and the Match Centre, who govern it with the match manager, will have to make a decision on, look, do we go without... You can't not play the game, can you?
No, that's the point I'm making.
There's got to come a point where you've got to go, well, look, this isn't going to work. We've got to default back to...
You can have it for second half. 15 minutes, and come on, or 10 minutes, had enough of this. We're playing the next X amount to half-time, then we sort it out at half-time. Anyway, where else, Jay? Where do you want to go, mate?
Well, I mean, back to Gabriel and the Moani one where Gabriel stops him from going clean through on goal. Is that sending off? Is it a yellow? What is that? The ref gave nothing.
He gave nothing. When you look at it, Jamie, it's very, very interesting because it's definitely not a red card because he's not in possession of the ball. Yeah. That's the first criteria. Is he in possession of the ball? Definitely no, because the ball's behind him. It's coming over. And as you know, talented players can do brilliant things. I know that. But there's a lot of doubt, where that ball will end up. But when I saw it, first of all, I thought, oh, that's a clear foul. When I saw the replay, I thought, there isn't really a lot in this. But then when a forward's going through like that, there doesn't have to be much in it, does it, to put him over?
I think it's a foul in the yellow. It's a foul in the yellow.
I would go with that.
Foul in the yellow. Yep.
I would go with that, Jace.
Right. What about Bernardo Silva? He was a lucky boy at Burn. I mean, second yellow, that really, isn't it?
Jim, I was really, really surprised when I was looking at it again this morning, and I thought, he never once looks at the ball, does he? That's the clue.
It's a very silly challenge.
That's the clue, as I always say, is the ball. And the ball, A, he never looks at the ball, and B, when he hits Burn, the ball's not in the picture, which I think, two damning facts.
Dom, I'm going to have to leave it there.
Cheers, Dom.
I've got another 10 decisions. You have a great week, both.
Well, I've got another 10 decisions to go with you, but I'll have to send them you, Dom. Run out of time. Top man, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, bud.
Take care.
All right, you can have your say on them decisions. You want to talk about Colin Moore and his disallowed goal next? Give us a call, 03 717 223344. There's a look back at the latest action. Thanks to talkSPORT Bet. Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus to be going with a dog.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
You'll see both of them today.
Yeah, foul. Yeah, thank you. Definitely a free kick. 100%.
Given a free
What
kick.
are we doing here? Ref, don't let
Cross
ref-
comes in from the
ref, what are we
right-hand
doing
side.
here?
Gabriel
Ref, what are we
goes
doing
up to win the header.
Ref, what are we doing
Colin
here?
Moyes takes it down and scores.
Ref, what are we
the
doing
referee, as soon as the ball hit the back of the net, has given a foul.
Ref, what are we
How
doing
much contact is there?
Ref, let's
has
not
he
be dumb.
pushed him? Has he shoved him? Let's have a look at a replay, Abby.
Ref, let's
I
not
bet
be
this
dumb.
is soft.
This is going to be so soft.
If it's soft,
and so
because it's soft doesn't mean it's not a foul. Let's get that one
Imagine
right.
if it was on you lot.
It's not though. It's on you.
Gallagher, ball comes in.
Yes.
Oh, that's no way a foul! It's no way a foul!
He's pushed him, ref.
Are you joking?
That's got no place
Oh
in the
my
game.
God,
Oh, it's so
That's got
soft!
no place in the game.
DJ,
He's a big 6'5" centre-half. That's embarrassing.
We have to let the ref
That
rest.
is a disgrace.
Look at that. Oh, ref.
Oh, that's not a foul. That's embarrassing. That's a goal.
That is horrible.
Foul.
Oh, my days.
How is that not being?
That's
Oh,
not a
my
foul.
God, ref.
That
That's
is
got no
a
place in football.
disgrace.
That's got
No
no
way a
place
foul.
in football.
That's disgraceful.
That's one of the most violent tackles I've seen in a minute. That is crazy. That is crazy.
That is an absolute
Talk to the ref.
disgrace.
I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it. I have to see
Sorry,
the replay.
I think that's a disgrace. That
I
is
don't know, man.
so
I don't know, man.
soft.
It's a classic example of slow motion making it look worse than it
Oh,
There
my
is,
God.
there is minimal contact, and the big lad's gone down
That's
like
crazy.
an
It's
absolute.
so
So is that not a bias against him? Because he's a big
It's
player.
so soft.
He wouldn't go down if he didn't feel contact.
The game is completely gone.
How can that be given as a
You
foul,
not
mate?
talk to the ref.
No, I'm asking you.
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to respect your
It's
opinion.
like literally.
I think it is. I think it's foul.
literally.
Ah, see? Oh. Oh, Abby. Oh.
That is.
That hurts. Yellow card, see?
Well, do you know what? This is the problem with the modern game because the game is well and truly gone if that is ruled out for
Listen,
that.
we have... Yeah, you're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. We've got back pages coming up. We're here. Martin Keown and Andy Goldstein both going at it today as well. Let's quickly have a look back, though. Chelsea this weekend drew against Burnley. Burnley striker Ian Fleming, who pounced in stoppage time to snatch a 1-1 against 10-man Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. After the game, Chelsea boss Liam Rossini was asked what he felt they could have done better in the game.
I felt we could be more incisive with the possession that we had. I felt we could risk the ball a little bit more, which is what I want. There are things for us to work on. Second half, I thought we did that. I thought we created really good moments, but our final end product wasn't there. I don't remember them having a moment, and that's really the frustrating thing about this game and the Leeds game, is that from really dominant positions, we haven't managed to get the points that we should take from the game.
Disappointed?
Oh, Jay, yeah. I mean, I was really disappointed in that performance, you know. And the Leeds game was different. Leeds game, we were in total control.
Yeah.
Leeds were terrible. They were. We were in total control of that game, and then the penalty's given away, and then we're not a side that deals with setbacks very well. And we've shown it again. You felt that the game was in a situation where Burnley had kept in the game. You know, I don't think we were great the weekend at all, in all honesty. I thought we were pretty poor. And then you felt once the red card comes out, it's like, here we go again, another red card. Well, we don't deal with red cards very well.
No.
We're not that team that copes with dealing with red cards. He took off Cole. I think that's probably managing his minutes still. And then he actually took off Reece.
Yeah.
And
we put two centre halves on. You can see it's set piece.
Yeah, and we can see, and that was. I said to you Saturday. I think players are so conditioned when they mark in a zonal system. This is my patch, and this is it. I ain't moving. Sometimes, especially when you're down to 10 men, go and attack the ball. No one attacked the ball, and actually, it's a brilliant delivery from Ward-Prowse, and they nearly scored an identical goal just towards the end as well. I kind of felt we got what we deserved. That was our worst performance under Liam that I've seen.
Yeah.
But against Leeds a couple of weeks before, we were good that first half. Like good for an hour, it felt. But not at the weekend, mate. We didn't deserve to win that game, unfortunately. And we got we got the Gooners coming up on. Here's a question, right? Here's a question. When we played them in the League Cup, I just wonder what we might do, whether he plays the 3 or 5, as he did in the League Cup, or whether he goes with a 4-2-3-1. That'll be going through his mind.
What do you think he'll do?
I don't know, actually.
Brilliant.
No, I don't know what he's going to do, because he had up until injury time, it was 0-0. Well, he'll take that. But Arsenal didn't have to come out. Arsenal will already win 1-0 over the 3-2 in the tie. Don't know, mate. It's interesting to see what he does do, actually.
All right, well, let's go to Gab, who's Arsenal fan. All right, Gab.
All right, Gab.
Has anyone seen Jamie O'Hara?
All right, Gabby.
Has anyone seen Igor? You read? You already seen Frankie Boy? No, he disappeared. He sacked his office. Gone to Derry to do. You do nothing. You can't be sick to do nothing. You do nothing.
You done, Gabs? Are you done?
When the Spurs, they lose again. Oh, when the Spurs, they lose again. And all the rats will flee that ship. Bundy sang again. Well, listen, hear this. I've had a word. We've got Hoddle, Ardinis, Mabbott, Ledley King, Lineker. Grab your boots, sunshines. We need to get you on the pitch for these lads, because they're going down. So Derry to do, Jake. They're doing nothing, bruv. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's just who we are, mate.
He's having some fun, old Gabby.
Is that it, Gabs? Is that what you want to say?
I've got more. I've waited for 2 hours and I ain't even got it in. Do you know what? I'm going to set the scene, because I know I've got 4 minutes. Set the scene. Home end, east wing, right? East wing. I'm up there. I'm next to a unit. I'm sitting there thinking, do I celebrate any goals? First goal goes in. I'm like, okay, I've got to sit here and keep quiet. Equaliser goes in. I'm thinking, yeah, still sit here, go quiet. And then the other goal goes in, second half. They were calling Vic a dud. Your fans are saying he's a dud. He's a 65 million dud. I said, Simmons. I said, didn't he cost 65 million? Solanke, didn't he cost 65 million? Kudos, didn't he sign 65 million? Anyway, he scores he comes back late from the game. He's huffing and puffing his geezer. I said, oh, you missed the quality goal there, mate. I said, £65 million worth. The Gokares. Unreal. I said, but he's just a dud, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's just a dud. So anyway, after that, went downstairs, final whistle, got the camera out, recording all the Arsenal fans, loving that. No Spurs challenging us because they dared to do nothing, Jay. And that was it. We had a little celebration. Stewart said, "You can go now, lads." Walked out the ground. What a day. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
Yeah,
and
got Chelsea at the weekend, though, Gab.
Yeah, listen, James,
Yeah.
you're our plaything as well, mate. You're going to get a slap in.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Got a slap in.
We'll see.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to get a slap in.
Well,
Like,
we'll
Jamie's
see.
got a
We're not
slap in.
Spurs, all right? Let me just tell you that. We're not Spurs.
No, it's happening. It's happened. Like, Dragerson got a slap in. Like, Van der Ven got a slap in. You know, like Conor Gallagher come from Chelsea via Africa and Madrid to get a slap in. Like, Basama got a slap in. Starr got a slap in. Spencer got a slap in. Simmons got a slap in. We just, like, Igor ball. The rats go marching out.
All right, Gabs, I'm bored of you now. Let's put him down. Let's go to GJ.
Why's your loss as long, mate?
GJ?
Hi, GJ.
How you doing, boys? You all right?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Come on, finish us off.
Well, I was just going to say, Jason, I know you're Chelsea, right? But you did play for Spurs, right? So do you actually want to see us get relegated?
No, do you know what? I've said this, GJ. I mean, Gooners, right? They would miss the North London derby, right? They would miss it. I don't care what anyone says. The Premier League is not as great as it was 20 years ago, in my opinion, right? And there ain't that many games. I go to Stamford Bridge where I'm like, this atmosphere is going to be electric. Obviously, the two Manchester, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, West Ham. Anyone else? Have I missed anyone? Have I missed anyone out? I mean, do you know, 6 games a season, maybe 7. I would miss Spurs. So yeah, I know a lot of my mates at Chelsea want Spurs to go down, but I would miss. Plus, I'd miss 6 points, GJ. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
6.
That's a very, very good point. We're like.
Well, we got you before the end of the season, right? You watch. I mean, that atmosphere will be, especially if you still need something to stay up. That atmosphere. It's our place, yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to pull your pants down once this season, your place.
Pointless. GJ, we're all over the gaff. It's not hard to see, is it? I mean, but, you know, as Jay said, the games now that we got coming up, Fulham,
That's that Fulham. I can't get past that Fulham game. It's just, it's massive.
You know, you pick up 7 points all of a sudden,
Yeah,
you
of course.
know, you can take the pressure off of
If
it.
you pick up 1.
Yeah, well, I did tell you, boys. I said Dr. Tottenham will turn up. I mean, Eze and Gyökeres have been garbage for Arsenal, but we made them look like Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. I mean, like the real Ronaldo, not that guy in Saudi Arabia.
He looked sharp and powerful, didn't he, the boy?
He's playing against Dragerson.
He looked sharp and powerful, don't he?
Playing against Dragerson.
But you know
come
what?
on, mate.
Let's be honest.
I reckon you could go out there and do a better job than Dragerson right now. Seriously.